For over 12 years, I've been a professional event host MC as a full-time profession, full-time career. And one question people always ask me is, Joyce, how do you find clients? Where do you get these clients from, and how do they find you and pay you? I've gotten incredible clients that I'm so grateful for, like Zenith Bank, Shell Petroleum Development Company, Nigerian Ajib Oil Company, Bank of Industry, Afrexim Bank. These are some clients I have been blessed to have. So how do you now find clients who will stay with you, pay you? Just stick with me on this video. I will show you how.
For over 12 years, I have been a professional master of ceremonies and a highly sought speaker. I have trained over 8,000 individuals on public speaking, presentation skills, and event hosting. I am the author of 2 best-selling books, and I've been tagged the Queen of Talk. On my YouTube channel, my purpose is to transfer my inestimable years of experience to you, my viewer. My name is Joyce Daniels. Welcome to my channel.
Number 1 is family. How many members of your family know that you are an event host MC? Have you MC'd at somebody's birthday, wedding, anniversary? Have you gotten up in front of your family to just goof around and switch things up a bit? Yes, you have to answer that question. If you haven't done that, then how are you going to win them to trust you enough to MC their events? So your everyday life around your family will prepare them to trust you to do the job, from whence other people will see you and trust you enough to hire you. So tell your family members what you do. Next point is your friends. Which of your friends has had an event recently and you volunteered to be their MC? Now, volunteering doesn't necessarily mean working for free. It's just that you showed up, you said, I can do it. Or are you waiting for them to find you? Maybe that's the problem. They may not find you. They will find the people they already know are in the space. So you need to tell somebody. Tell your friends about it. Now, social groups. Social groups like the Rotary Club, the Lions Club. You may not be a member of the club, but because these are social groups that have regular events, there's always a speech. I think almost every Rotary Club has a weekly meeting or a monthly engagement, a quarterly, and then they have the annual inductions. So go and find the Rotary or Lions clubs or other such social clubs in your environment, in your community. Introduce yourself, let them try you out until they trust you and possibly even keep you on a retainership as their constant master of ceremonies. There's something else I do, and I will tell you. Look, in this video, I want to tell you all. I use hashtags on social media to find certain events. I can use hashtag events in Lagos, events in Nigeria, events in Ghana. Now, when you use the hashtags, you'll see upcoming events, and then you can begin to write to them or call them and introduce yourself and say, this is who you are and this is what you can do. If you don't reach out to people, they may not find you. Now, I will put a caveat. You may not work with them on that particular event, but they might draft you into their list for upcoming events. So yes, go on social media, use hashtags, find the events. Now, you can even use hashtag upcoming events, hashtag what's happening. Look, there's so many hashtags to try out. Until you try, you may not be clear, so keep trying. Start trying today. So how else do you find clients? Now, put out content as a subject matter expert, as a thought leader in your space. Now, of course, speaking to you as a master of ceremonies. For example, I create these YouTube videos and I put them out. So when people search for me online, they come here to see my videos, they trust me, and it's easier to hire me. I'm telling you, I'm working for an organization in 2 days, and it's because they found my YouTube videos and then they contacted me. I'm telling you the truth, as simple as that. So if you put out content or you show up in places where people can trust you, they're more likely to ask how you can be of more service to them or how you can exchange value. So don't be afraid to put out quality content. So don't be afraid to put out quality content. In fact, it is very necessary. Now, there's one I used to do, but I have stopped doing it. In fact, I feel shy talking about it right now, but I'll tell you. Go to the marriage registry. You know, people have to announce their bonds weeks or even months ahead. So you can go look through, find these people and say, who is going to be your MC at your wedding? I volunteer. It seems funny, but you see, that's the work that is involved. Go to the registry and look through and stalk them and tell them that you found them and you know you'll be a perfect match for them. Now there'll be several people to choose from. You can keep making your marketing calls. I'm telling you, look, if you don't work at it, it might not come to you. I have about 3 more to share with you. So stick with me to the end of this video. Next point, television and radio conversations. Now, you know that there are some topics that cause, no, let me rephrase that. Some TV stations and radio stations have some discussion sessions, and they're usually looking for subject matter experts to invite. Now, you can write to the TV or radio station, I have done this, oh yes, I have, and tell them that you can speak on this or that topic. During the conversation, you can find an interesting, subtle way to let your listeners know that you MC events. And believe me, you don't even know who is listening to you. And depending on how well you dissect the topic being discussed, people will reach out to you. This has happened to me several times over the years. There are some stations that have regulars. They have people who, you listen to the radio station and you know that these people don't work in the stations, but they're always regular on the show because they've built a relationship with the show hosts. You can do same. You have to be intentional about these things. You think they happen by chance? Yeah, well, maybe sometimes they happen by chance if there's such a thing as chance. I don't believe in chance. I believe in being at the right place at the right time. And of course, okay, well, time and chance does happen, but chance happens when you are ready to grab the chance now. No be so. So yes, go create these relationships so that you can, I have relationships with a few people on different radio stations and I tell them, oh, this thing is coming up. I don't mind coming to talk, have a chat. And they say, oh, come. So while we're talking, I'll say something like, you hear me say, oh, during one of my trainings, or, oh, the other day when I was the MC at so-and-so event, I did not announce that I'm a master of ceremonies. I just referred to the fact that I was the MC at a particular event. Somebody listening has picked it up. And if they know your name clearly, they'll find you on social media and they'll reach out to you. Last but one, school calendars. What happens in schools, nursery to universities? There's Parents' Day, there's prize giving days, there's valedictory services, valedictory nights, there's Christmas parties and so on. And many schools, not all, but many schools have such elaborate events that need professional master of ceremonies. Nursery, primary, secondary. Now, university would have graduation, matriculation. They would have, Founders' Day talks and lectures, annual lectures and so on. If you are aware of the school calendar, you can go sell your service and find your clients. So please, go and find out about the schools in your environment and take advantage. Finally, I'll tell you the last one, advertise. Spend money to find clients. Advertise in the right or on the right platforms, from social media to mainstream media, to newspapers, to billboards, to flyers that you put in shops and cinemas and all. Advertise. Spend money. Create a budget. I mean, even if it is $10 you can afford per month to advertise, it's something. But speak with a professional who will guide you on what suits you and how you can advertise on the right platform that is good for you. I know beyond any doubt that you have taken a lot away, and I can't wait to hear from you when you source new clients. Now, it is the clients you source that you impress that are convinced to stay with you over the years. So go out there, win your clients, impress them, and do send me a message that it has happened. I'll be happy to hear from you. So remember, speaking about how to gain clients as a speaker or as an MC, even in your day-to-day conversations, if you deliver with a great level of professionalism, people will trust you enough to say, oh wow, do you do this for a living? I go, yes, I am a master of ceremonies, and then they hire you. So you need this book to help you be a great speaker, help you be a genius speaker, and then of course, translate it to cash. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, before you go, subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications when the next hot video is posted. Thank you for being with me today. Bye.